let us study now error in the power of a quantity. Okay, so let's say a quantity here, say example a power n. Okay, so what will be the error in this that we have to find? Okay, so let's take an example here, or come to example later. First we'll see how to derive this. Okay, so let delta a and delta b be the absolute errors in a and b. Okay, be the absolute errors in A and B. Okay. So delta A and delta B are the absolute errors in A and B. Okay. So let's see the measured value of A. Okay, what value you measuring? So measured value of A, that will be equal to A plus or minus delta A. Okay. This is the measured value of A. Okay. Now what you must do, you must consider power there. This delta. Okay. So consider Z is equal to A power n. Okay, so we consider power now. So what will be the error in Z? So that will be equal to Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to, instead of A you write this thing here, substitute the value of A, that will be equal to A plus or minus delta A power n. Okay, now what we do, we take A outside. Okay, so we take A outside, n power n is also around, that also right here. So A power n is going outside. So here we get 1 plus or minus delta A by A power n. Okay, so what n is, I have taken A outside. Okay, and power n also is there. And here this side we have divided by A. Now what we do, see here this A power n. Okay, that means it is, we'll come to it later. But first we'll solve this thing. Okay, for this we'll use a binomial theorem. Okay, so using binomial theorem, what happens is, that formula we know, that is 1 plus x power n is equal to 1 plus nx. Okay, so I'm going to use this formula for here. Okay, so when you use that, what happens, we get z is z plus or minus delta z is equal to a power n into, so what happens, it says that bring this n inside, so we'll write the n inside here. So 1 plus or minus n into delta A by A. Okay, so this step we get now. Okay, let me write next step here. Okay, so left side we get z plus or minus delta z is equal to, now see this A power n. Okay, already we defined that A power n as z. Okay, that's equal to z into 1 plus or minus n delta A by A. Now what we do, divide both sides by z. Okay, so divide by z, okay, on both sides. So what happens is, z, I'll write this step one more time, z plus or minus delta z is equal to z into 1 plus or minus n into delta A by A. Okay, divide everywhere by z. So divide by z by z. Okay, so what happens is, z by z comes to be 1. Here z by z is 1 here. Okay, so it here 1 plus or minus delta z by z is equal to 1 plus or minus n into delta A by A. Okay, cancel 1 and 1. Okay, like terms there. So this, I'll take a positive quantity now. So we get here delta z by z is equal to n into delta A by A. Okay, so this is a formula to find the error in the power of a quantity. Okay, delta z by z is n into delta A by A. So delta z means what? The absolute error of z. This is z here, z quantity. Okay, that power. The n is the power here. Delta A is absolute value error in A, and A is the measured value of A. Okay, so thank you for watching.